Hey, welcome to Star Wars. Go fuck yourself.
Alright, welcome to Cantina Talk. We are going to discuss Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7. All the fun, excitement of a freshly painted Boba Fett.
That still has the dent in his helmet.
We, yeah, that's mark, man.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that.
Even though I think 501st won't approve you if you have a dent in
They have no choice.
your Boba Fett helmet.
Seriously?
So,
That's pretty petty.
that's what I've heard. I don't actually know. I don't pay too much attention to 501st.
Well, 501st, you're listening.
Their rules are really strict and
Stupid.
kind of stupid.
Like, I get it, but I'm a free spirit, so that's why I've never tried to get approved.
You're too good for rules.
So, too cool for school, bro. That explains so much.
That freshly painted suit, though, bro. I was not expecting him to come out looking that freaking fresh.
Yeah. I want to know where he got the paint from. He's like, it's just been chilling in the slave for 20 years. It's still good. Add a little water, mix it up. Good.
It looks...
I mean, Mando.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I like, too, though, that he's added kind of the whole, undercloak. It kind of makes him look kind of Assassin's Creed.
It's kind of got like a, it reminds me of like a, I don't know what it's called in the Maori culture, but like a tapenu. So I mean, I think they're just trying to embrace more of his culture in real life, I guess.
Which I think is cool.
I don't think he was involved enough. Do you guys think he's talking whenever they're trying to decide who's going on to the to get the ship from the stormtroopers? You know, and how they suggested Boba Fett go do it, and he goes, "Trust me, I think they'll recognize me." You think he's talking about the fact that he looks like clones, or because he's Boba Fett?
That's most definitely because he looks like a clone.
Not because he's Boba.
Ah. I mean, it could be just a mix of both, but I think it's more the clone aspect.
Yeah, I missed that part, I guess.
Is when they're trying to decide who should go with what's his face, Bill Burr's character. It should be Mara Dune or Boba Fett. And Boba Fett trusts me. He says, "Trust me, I think they'll recognize me." Right before they took.
I think it'd probably be more because he was kind of Vader's right hand man, as a bounty hunter.
That's kind of what I was thinking as well. But
Because a lot of these guys wouldn't, this is way after the clones had been. So I don't think a lot of the basics. Stormtroopers would.
it's been a couple of years since Boba Fett was even relevant for the Empire, so I don't know.
I think he's just copping out. He's like, I'm old, I'm tired, I need a nap.
And this is a move.
This isn't epic enough for me driving a giant, 20-wheel truck.
He's got Slave 1.
With
He doesn't really
explosives.
need much more.
I thought it was cool though, like the fight sequence on that driving. I really liked that. Kind of showed how badass he is and
Mando?
the armor breaking it.
We already knew how badass he was.
Well, yeah, but I just thought it was cooler because he's not in hell of his armor and he's getting his ass kind of his ass. He's just like, yeah, this hurts, but you know what? I'm still gonna blow you to shit.
Gotta do what I gotta do. And I wasn't expecting pirates. I was actually expecting the other Mandos when I first saw the explosion.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I was expecting, but
I was definitely expecting the Mandos.
and who knew Bill Burr was such a great driver?
I did.
So, I did.
And I thought he was gonna die whenever he was talking to like his old commanding officer.
Oh yeah.
He would have gone out like a fucking boss, though.
Yeah,
no way.
well,
He went out like a boss, even if he walked out. Because I wasn't expecting. I guess I kind of was expecting.
I don't
him to
understand why
come
the
back that
fuck
way.
they left him there.
They let him go.
Yeah, at least drop him off somewhere. Yeah, take him somewhere where he can actually, like, I guess he could probably find a ship somewhere, but
He's a criminal. He'll be fine.
he'll be fine. He'll go back and find a broken Imperial ship or
Yeah,
something.
he'll get his. He'll be okay.
I did like though, like when he shot the officer and that one, the guards like kind of walked forward, like what the
What the fuck just happened here?
fuck, and he looked over like that whole
So
crap,
anyway,
okay.
I just started blasting.
I think we all can agree though that we were all really happy about the seismic charge.
Yes, I was watching it with my kids, and when I saw him getting chased by it, like, oh, kids, get ready, it's coming. They're like, what's coming, Dad? What's coming? Like, just wait. What, Dad? What? And then it drops. I'm like, just wait. And then, bro, I'm like, that.
Satisfying sound in the galaxy. I was super happy. As soon as I saw him gaining altitude and the TIE fighters chasing him, I was like, oh, it's happening. It's gonna happen. And it happened.
See, that's how you do that's how you do fan service, right?
Yes.
That was really good fan service. They serviced a bunch of young men all over the country.
A few young ladies, some older ones too.
That's true. But at the end where he was talking to Gideon, dude, he meant business.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see this fear being struck in Gideon's eyes. He meant business.
Yeah, that was cool. I was like, I don't like when he announced that he's coming for him. I'm like, oh, I didn't think he was gonna do that. Like, he's pissed.
I just thought he was just gonna. I just thought he was just gonna go after him.
Yeah, be sneak, but no, he's like, I'm coming for you, bitch.
Fuck.
There will be no surviving.
This finale is gonna be legendary.
Oh yeah, one episode left. I think Dave Filoni is directing. I think.
I wish they'd make it.
I think so, yeah.
An hour and a half long.
They should just make a whole trilogy out of this episode. That's all I'm saying.
Milk it. They'll do good. Just milk it.
Didn't really care much for the two girls sniping on top. I was kind of like, eh.
I mean, it provided good cover that was needed.
Yeah.
They needed the sniper support, so I was a-okay with it.
It just felt like they threw it in there just because, like, we have to have everybody have a part. I did
see it
that.
like
Like, I didn't mind so much that, the burst sniped, but I still, it's like, at least snipe it.
At least what?
Oh, like how Bill, or I don't know, but Bill Burr, like how he sniped have the girls snipe it if you're gonna have them snapping everything. But was it?
They did have her sniping. You're cutting out, so I guess I'm missing some things. I thought, like I said, I thought it was okay that the girls were sniping.
I don't like Cara Dune, so I mean,
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan
Yeah.
of Cara Dune either. Her character, anyways.
Yeah. That's
like,
probably why I have a
you go
problem
from
with it.
being pretty badass and a shock trooper who just wants out of it to being a cop. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Had to do it.
On Navarro, I don't really think so.
I don't know. Maybe she just wanted a job and taking advantage of the credits.
I guess.
It's a hard universe out there.
Right? Oh no, I missed
Gotta
it.
make that money.
What do you guys expect for the next episode?
It's hard to know.
Expect some shit to go down.
Yeah. The biggest thing is, are they going to actually save Grogu, or is it going to leave us on a major cliffhanger?
Well, a cliffhanger is guaranteed to happen.
But is it going to be a, oh shit, they got away cliffhanger, or is it, yeah, we got them back, but oh no, something else is happening?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a double cliffhanger. We're gonna get something that is alluding to what's going to happen to Grogu, and then we're also gonna get a cliffhanger leading into Ahsoka's show that's gonna be coming up.
Yeah,
So you think
that
she's
would
gonna
make
be a
sense.
part of the next episode?
No, I think it's gonna be like what they do at the end of Marvel movies or whatever. Just show like a super short clip of Ahsoka doing something, like getting some kind of information on Thrawn or whatever.
Oh,
Or it's just something. I think we're gonna get a little bit alluding to what Ahsoka's gonna be doing.
I can see it. I also don't think they're gonna
Whoa.
kill Boba Fett.
I don't think so either. The jetpack might get hit though.
Well, it might be, yeah. But a lot of people think that he's gonna die. I don't think they're gonna do that. For one, why would they give him brand new shiny paint on his armor without all the dents and stuff if they were gonna kill him off the next episode?
Yeah. I think a lot of fans would be pissed if he got killed off again so quickly.
I think a lot of fans would be happy that he'd be killed, to be honest. Brandon, didn't you say you expect Boba Fett to die?
I could see it. I don't like. It's not like I'd be heartbroken if he didn't. But I can see them killing him off.
I hope they don't.
I can't remember. Did they announce Boba Fett show? Or...
Nah.
It was rumored along with the Obi-Wan show, but nothing's been set in stone.
Well, I remember hearing a rumor a while ago, them talking about like a Boba Fett anthology, but I don't think that's in the works. It was around the time whenever they were pulling out like a film. It was around the talks whenever they were like ripping out Solo, and then that crashed, or didn't do as well as they anticipated, and so they just scrapped a bunch of anthology movies.
So I know they are also talking about a Yoda anthology film that I was not looking forward to.
Yeah, I heard about that too, and I'm like, eh.
Just let him die.
Like Yoda's cool and all, but I don't know if he'd be that interesting. And I know that they're making a comic about Yoda as a younger Jedi. I know that, but I think it's better for comic form.
I think it's gonna be part of a book, actually, like part of
Oh,
the like the, I forget what they're calling it. It's not Old Republic. It's like after Old Republic, but before the New Republic in episodes 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, I think that's the balance too that Disney is trying to find is what belongs in, like, shows and movies versus just like books and comics and that side of things.
So far, I think they're doing pretty well with it.
So far. Yeah, I think it's keeping it alive. Well, everyone was so worried about Disney taking over, but we knew it was going to be a more good than bad kind of thing.
A lot of people that thought that Disney was just going to milk it for the Star Wars name, which, I mean, they're obviously doing, but it's not in a bad way, I don't think.
No, they're giving us a lot of what we want. So, I mean, some of those shows they announced to their investors, I was kind of like, I don't know if I care about that.
Yeah, I'm
but,
not really,
they could prove me wrong.
I don't really care about Visions. It's anime short films. And I could care less about that, to be honest with you.
I'm actually super excited about that.
Really.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
I think it can be, because I love anime. So it'll either be done really good or really bad. I don't know if there will be a middle quality.
It's true.
I just don't think it's something that I definitely wasn't expecting them to announce a fucking anime, but I'm just not.
It's gonna be awesome.
Hey, man.
I don't care about
Got to
it.
cover all your bases, man.
Give me all of the Acolyte.
Yeah, and that's fine.
All of the Acolyte, and I'll be happy.
I mean, that's the great thing about Star Wars is there's something for everybody in it. If you don't like this, that's fine. We got this for you. So, I mean, it's like it's got one of the most toxic fan bases, but it's got one of the most inclusive, everything else.
No one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
Diehard Trekkies don't really care for it either.
No, but I'm saying, like, you want to hear somebody really bitch about Star Wars? Ask a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, just
I
ask him about the
should
newest
be
trilogy.
Exhibit A
He'll
when
tell
we're
you about
talking
it.
about when we're talking the Disney trilogy. I don't have a big problem with. It's just the final one. The Rise of Skywalker's trash.
Yeah, I've got my complaints, but I think we said this last time. Ultimately, try to keep an open mind, just because I am grateful to have Star Wars alive and kicking,
Absolutely.
even
Oh, deal with the other guy
even if
first.
the directors suck. Well,
I
I
just
guess it's
think
not so much
J.J.
that they
Abrams is an
suck.
idiot,
He's not smart.
and Kathleen Kennedy should not have Star Wars.
I remember hearing back in an interview that he did for the Star Wars movie, which I thought was kind of funny.
You heard oh, what'd you say?
um, like from an interview years ago with him, Star Wars movie or the Star Trek movie was to prepare himself for the Star Wars movie.
Oh,
I thought it was kind of funny because the fan bases kind of hate each other half the time, which I like them both. So best of both worlds, baby. Captain Picard for life. Fight me.
Star Trek's gay.
What I wish they would do is a freaking Captain Rex
You want
back in the
Captain
Clone
Rex
Wars.
show?
Yeah, just him killing droids.
I mean, I think that's called the Clone Wars.
Well, in like 20% of the episodes, sure.
I mean, there's not really much more we need.
It's true. Pretty
Yeah, I
straightforward.
need just him and his boys. Just
I think
I thought you just
I
said
think
just
the
Rex.
Bad Batch is unnecessary.
I think the Bad Batch, by watching the trailer, is actually going to be pretty damn good.
It,
it has me intrigued. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but it has me intrigued.
I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
But most of mine is coming from I wasn't the biggest fan because it kind of felt like I get they were setting up the premise for future series, but it just kind of felt random.
Their inclusion, yes. It could have been
I'm
handled
just
a
like,
little better.
they come out of nowhere and they take up the first little bit. No, I want the rest. Came here for closure, but they gave me closure anyway. So
Brandon saw it, but did you peep the little Easter egg in Bad Batch? Adding Finnick.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you can see her.
like her little helmet that
Her
she wore in the
helmet.
last episode,
Oh.
Orange and black helmet.
or episode before last.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. I also didn't really watch too closely. I just more of was watching it while watching other stuff. I have terrible attention span, so I see a squirrel and I'm gone.
It's over. I'm not entirely excited about Andor either. I could do without it.
I'm very excited about that one. Been looking forward to it since it was originally announced.
Why is it necessary though?
I don't even know anything about it, so
It's just it's a series for Cassian Andor from Rogue One.
Yeah.
um
Saying we know nothing about his character, so there's a lot to go off of there.
Do we need
There's a
to
lot
know
they
about
can
it?
do with it. Do we need to know a lot about anything in Star Wars? It's fucking Star Wars.
I just don't get it at all.
I mean, he has a valid point. Like, I personally don't care for that character because they didn't do a good job at making me care about him in the actual show. But this could potentially make it so I have a new respect for the character in the show, where I actually enjoy the show more than I did. Like, I loved it, but to me, with Rogue One, like, I loved the movie, but it didn't feel as Star Wars as it could to me. But it was still amazing.
I feel like it's one of the more underrated Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I thought it was done really well. But yeah, I just
Oh, it was definitely done well.
That's my thoughts on Cassian Andor show.
Like I say, it was a really good. But for people like me, it might bring a whole new perspective of the show, I guess.
You're right. I never looked at it like that. There's just a couple of them I don't get. Like the droid story?
Yeah,
Isn't it just R2D2 and C3PO?
I haven't looked. Oh, that was weird. they're just at one of those droid like massage places that you're just like that's a droid strip club. They shouldn't be in this show. My kids are watching. Droid has boobs.
A droid with boobs.
I've played Cyberpunk. I know how this goes.
Oh Lord.
Shit. The Acolyte show is gonna take place in the High Republic, or into High Republic, which I'm stoked for.
Yeah, I'm excited for them to start branching out there instead of just where it's always been very close knitted to a certain era and character base. I do kind of hope in the next episode they open up a little bit about Grogu's origin, find out a little bit more about that species. And I don't really, I don't really want to know too much because I kind of like the mystery of it. But just to kind of know more about Grogu, like, you know, and then who saved him, who hid him, who
I want to know
put him,
how
where
he got
was.
out of the temple.
Yeah,
Or if he was
like,
even at the temple.
didn't Ahsoka say that he was? I swear that she said that somebody hid him in the temple.
Well, she didn't specifically say who, but I'm pretty sure in the episode she just said that he was being hidden and protected. But yeah, I don't think anyone ever said. Well, I don't think she ever said who. There's a theory that
No.
Anakin spared him, that he knew about him, because it was part of the
Yeah.
Emperor's plan to have him. There's that theory.
I don't think he would have been. I think he would have been taken straight to somewhere though, if that was the case. Unless somehow a Jedi intervened, or somebody intervened and hid him.
I swear to God, if Mace Windu comes into this, I'm so
Motherfuckers, I'm
stupid.
back.
I like Mace Windu.
Yeah, but him returning doesn't make any
It
sense.
really wouldn't. Really.
I mean, even George Lucas said that he could have survived because Jedi have survived worse. So I really would be okay with it, because to me, with how powerful Mace Windu would have been, being thrown out of a window without a hand, like, okay, look at everyone else, what they've fallen from. But I think we discussed this the last episode.
My lightsaber's glitched inside of my body, ignited. And it won't.
Oh baby, I've seen this one before.
But yeah, his return would not make any sense at all. So I'm a Brandon. I hope they don't bring him back.
I want him to come back as a pirate lord. For that one pirate dude.
Hondo?
Obi-Wan's, yeah, Hondo.
Yeah, Hondo
He
coming
took
back would
over
be
that.
rad.
I love Hondo. I love no character I've been more pissed at and more just like I love you so much than Hondo.
Hondo is awesome. He's a snake, but he's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he's funny, and I just love all of his, like when he first meets Boba Fett, he's like, that's not mine. It's just like, no, he's like, oh, okay, good. Like, you scoundrel, you.
Oh, you scoundrel. You heckler.
Obviously, he gets around more than you would think. For, of course, in Star Wars, I'm sure they're a lot more body positive since there's so many different races all living, so close together.
You think they're going to introduce any new characters at the end of the episode? or in the next
I think
episode?
it's too late.
Characters?
If they did it would just be like very brief. It'd be at the very end of the episode. It's too late in the season to just introduce a new character for one episode.
Well, not necessarily just at the beginning of the episode. It could be a new character at the end of the episode to leave a cliffhanger for season
That's
3.
literally what I just said.
Well, I clearly wasn't paying attention.
Pay attention.
I'm too poor to pay attention. Sorry, guys. I think since we're on the last, like this was the, right before the last episode, I kind of feel like adding a new character would have been a bit much.
I don't know. I think they could very well add a whole lot in this next episode to leave open for either the new series coming out or the new season.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be like a billboard for all their other things they're going to release. Like, I want it to still be alone.
It makes sense, but I'm saying that there's just they could do that.
They could, yeah.
I just want to see a dark saber battle.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's...
Gideon die.
Well, I really feel like that's why they emphasized him finding the Beskar spear is for
yes.
the coming battle.
Their battle with the magistrate kind of proved that Beskar was immune to the lightsaber.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the impression I got. Like, why are they emphasizing that he found this? Like, yes, it's important to him, but of all the things he could have found, this is what he found. So that's got to happen. So, and especially since they showed that his armor can take a good hit or 2, or 20, or
or 30.
or, all of them.
And
What would be cool,
direct hits from the lightsaber.
but if, because I know, I don't know if this is Legends now or if it's still considered canon, but how, like, the Mandalorians back in the, Mando Jedi War, how they would use, like, regular guns to shoot the Jedi, because it would just, go through the lightsaber and shrapnel them.
Are you talking like actual bullets?
Yeah, I can't remember what they called them, but it was kind of a funny name, like, I don't remember. I have to look it up. But basically, because Jedis could deflect the laser fire, they use, like, actual, guns to kill them. I'm just looking up right now to try and find what they called these guns. 'Cause to me, it seemed like a silly name, but I loved it.
They called them guns.
Pistola. I don't think a whole lot happened in this last episode in terms of, I don't know, main plots other than getting Moff Gideon's coordinates.
Well, and I think they really emphasized how important off his helmet in front of a whole room of stormtroopers and have it scanned into an Imperial computer, to access it. I think that they were showing that he has that kind of bond with Grogu, that it was that important that he was willing to risk everything.
I guess there's that plot point. Because he did say that Gideon will never understand how much he means to him. Grogu means to him.
Yeah, and that I just emphasizes that and adds so much to it, in my opinion, anyways.
That very well could be. I never thought of that. I just didn't think the helmet coming off would play that big a role. And who knows? It probably will.
Well, nobody paid you to think.
That's true.
Not yet.
They said that season 3 comes out December 2021.
So far away.
So far away.
Like, I'm except for Obi-Wan still.
I think everybody is because of Hayden Christensen officially being
Yeah.
coming back. He's gonna have to add on some weight, dude. He is not looking good.
I mean, if he's going to be Darth Vader mode, then he's going to be in armor anyway, so it's not going to matter too much.
That's true. That is very, very true.
So I'm more concerned about just like giving it stealth or something like that, just superimposing his face on it. for one of those deep fake things.
I think there's going to be some flashbacks because it doesn't really make sense to have Hayden Christensen as Vader. He doesn't sound anything like him.
It's very true.
Yeah. No, that makes the most sense because I think it's supposed to take 10 years after the fall. You know, the Emperor takes over. I think is what I read.
That would track, 'cause I know he's watching over Luke.
It sucks that it's only going to be like 6 episodes though.
Yeah, dumb, but it is what it is.
Well, and I think it's one of those things that not a lot you can do with him since he is trying to watch over. Like I know he went on little, adventures here and there, but with him being so protective over Luke, like I can't imagine him doing too much. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like they can only do so much for it to make sense. So yeah, it says that it sits between episode 3 and 4.
You said it's taking place in between 3 and 4.
Where else would it take place?
I'm just making sure that's what he said. Oh my god, fucking hell. Rolled off the edge again.
I did kind of like the little dialogue between Bill Burr and his officer, though. Like watching him get kind of like really into it, and the officer's just like, "Whoa, it was for the greater cause."
Well, there was also a lot of callbacks.
Yeah, it was.
There was also a lot of callbacks to like the story of Battlefront 2 as well. Like Operation Cinder wrapped it back in. Like they used like basically these massive satellite weapon things that just essentially glassed the planet, and that's what he was talking about. Is those massive lasers just killing thousands of people instantly, but it's for the Empire.
I was wondering if
So
Cinder was from
like
Battlefront 2.
say like the reference of Operation Cinder and just massacres of planets gives some insight onto why Bill Burr was so upset. I don't even know his fucking character's name.
can't
It's just
remember his
Bill
name.
Burr.
I don't remember his name.
He's just Bill Burr. It's fine.
That's all he is Bill Burr.
Let's see here. Okay, he plays Miggs Mayfield in Mandalorian.
Miggs Mayfield. Ah, it's still Bill Burr. Oh, I suck at this game. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we know.
Nothing new. I'm just ready for Friday, I guess. Although I'm not as well, because I don't want it to end.
I know, because it's like how long until the next one, you know?
December of 2021.
Stupid. I wish they would bring us out back for this one episode, but I don't see how she would fit in.
So you never know, but you never know.
You never know, because you never know. That's the truest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I speak truths and
Facts.
stuff.
Truths and factoids.
Well, if you like our rantings and our random dialogue, then please like, subscribe, comment, tell us how stupid we are, tell us how amazing we are. Don't say anything at all. Just leave it blank. Just leave it blank. I don't care.
Just
Just
share it.
Yeah. Just share it or something. Share it with people who hate Star Wars.
They'll end up loving it.
Share it with people that hate the prequels.
Just episode 2, honestly. Terrible episode.